Thank you. As MPs, we hear from parents all the time about the difficulty of getting an EHCP, and the committee here has heard concerns that despite clear entitlements set out in the Children's and Families Act 2024, local authorities are not consistently meeting their legal duties to children and young people with SEND. So if I could start with you, Peter, what changes do you think are needed to the definition of SEND, the eligibility criteria, and the statutory support provided through EHC plans to help ensure that local authorities can meet their obligations?
Okay. Two things, I think, from my point of view. One is local authorities over the last period, I think, have become really regarded as the villains of the piece, so that they're not doing what they should be doing in terms of statutory requirements, etc. And I don't think that's fair. Generally, I think most people going into local authority special needs roles are doing it because they want to make a difference in relation to outcomes and experience of children and young people. And the question is really what leads them to be in a different position or to be perceived in a different position. And I think one of the key things is if we look at the increase in statutory activity, it's rocketed, So if you're a caseworker working in a local authority with SEN, you're dealing with a much bigger caseload now. And I think the quality of relationships and communication between parents and local authorities has deteriorated to some extent because of that, too much being done online and through other forms of communication when really you need face-to-face discussions to resolve people's concerns and issues. So I think what I would say is, yes, local authorities should be held to account for their statutory obligations and expectations, but also we need to look at systems for meeting children's needs that are less administratively demanding, in terms of the current system we've got. The second